This video is going to cover everything that you need to know about skill inscriptions, as well as how to upgrade your legacy accessories and where to get them. Thank you guys for tuning in. Lejay here. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you check out the description down below for some additional World of Kings content, plus some Black Desert mobile content. Black Desert does release December 11th globally. That is a pretty awesome MMORPG. That's where a lot of people are going to be going, in my honest opinion, after this game. So you can check that stuff out. If you're here for the legacy accessories info, I will timestamp that down below. That way you can get to it quickly. Up first, we are going to be talking about inscriptions though. To get to inscriptions, you go to your skill tab on the right. Then the inscriptions, the basic skill, like the Light of Smiting for a Lightbringer, you can't inscribe your basic skills, your ultimate, or your passive skills. All the rest of your skills you can inscribe. So to get to them, you go to one of your other skills, so my second skill there, and then you go to inscription at the top up there. Once there, you do see a couple different options here. The first option is on the left, you can put 2 inscriptions on one skill. So for instance, the Angel's Aid doesn't have any inscriptions at the moment. You need 2 inscriptions on the right to unlock the first tab. You need 5 on the right to unlock the second tab. It doesn't matter the level of the inscription on the right. As long as you have it unlocked, it'll unlock it on the left for you the ability to put one of your inscriptions in there. Alright, so let's talk about inscriptions. You can put 2 on the left. These are upgradable. So right now we have Advanced Brutal Force, which increases the skill damage by 0.84%. So that one's equipped. I can then go to the upgrade tab up there. I see that option, and I have it. The current effects is damage is increased by 0.84%. If I was to upgrade that, that goes to 1.08%. To upgrade that, you do need inscription shards. If you click on inscription shards down there, you can get that from treasure hunts. To get to the treasure hunt tab, you go to expedition and then treasure hunt down at the bottom. To get the treasure hunt maps, you do get those by doing your pet expeditions. So the pet expeditions do help you get inscriptions. Overlords, once per day, you have the opportunity to get those as well. To upgrade the skill, after that, once you have enough shards, you would just then hit the upgrade button. To unlock a skill, you unlock it through here as well. So I would be able to unlock it if I had enough shards for those skills. The blue skills do cost 200. The green skills do cost 100. Obviously, you want to go for the blue skills. I do recommend just starting with the blue skills. Don't even bother going with the green skills. It's just a waste of shards in my opinion. Start with the blue skills, level those up. The only time you're going to want to level up the green skills is to unlock the other inscription tabs, like that 5th one down there. Other than that, focus on the red or the blue ones. The last thing I'm going to talk about with the inscriptions is the heavy hitter. There's 2 that I've noticed for most classes, purple inscriptions for some of your skills. For instance, Holy Prism for a Lightbringer. It gives blinding flash. This skill costs 800 to unlock, 800 shards as opposed to 200. However, this skill's critical damage is increased by 2.8%. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. You don't use that skill very often. I get it. However, when the primary target is an enemy, it stuns it for 1 second. That's huge for PvP situations. Let's check the Dragon Rider, see if they have any inscriptions. Purple. Their purple one, when hit, the target's movement speed is limited below 3.6 and it lasts for 8.4 seconds. So that's huge there too. Every class has these. You definitely want to go for them. After that, you are going to want to go for purple. So optimally, I'd want to put a blue one in there and then that purple one in there for that one. That is everything about inscriptions. There's no fast way to get inscriptions. It's just a farmable item at the moment. There's really no pay-to-win tactic to get the extra shards, inscription shards. I'm almost guaranteed there will be down the road, but at the moment there's not. If the best options you have is start with the blue ones. Get your 2 to 5 unlocked inscriptions unlocked, so you can put 2 inscriptions in there and then work on the blue and the purples, and you will get stronger over time. That is everything about inscriptions. Alright, up next we're going to talk about legacy accessories, legacy gear, where to upgrade them, and everything about them. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your inventory tab and then go to the upgrade tab down there at the bottom. And then there's 3 different accessory types. There's Conquest, there's Verdict, and there's Dominance. Most people are going to be going with Conquest simply because most builds are crit heavy and then haste. So typically you can find this ring, you can get it from the marketplace, you can buy it, or through world drops, your dungeons, etc. So this is an option. And so once you get this ring, you can buy it. Consignment costs 30 gold. We could go to the store right now, to the market, and try and find it. It's my first time here. Accessories, rings, Dragon Voice Warfare Band. It's right there. It's selling for 66 gold at the moment. So you could buy that. That's a great piece. I definitely recommend that for anybody who uses strength and dexterity. Alright, so that's the first step. You have to have the base. It doesn't matter if it's leveled up. You could have this all the way to level 250, 260 right now. The first one. You only need to have the base though. Once you have that piece, you do need to have 2 additional pieces. You need to have the Adventurer's Heart, which costs 30 gold each. So you're looking at 30 times 6, you're looking at 180 gold. And then you also need the Legacy Core items. Alright, let's talk about Legacy Cores and how to get them. To get Legacy Cores, you go to your hero raids. You can only do 4 hero raids per week. You can get 4 Legacy Cores per hero, which gives you a maximum of 16 Legacy Crystals per week. You can make 1 core per week, which essentially means you can make 3 cores every 2 weeks. So essentially you can get 1 piece of Legacy gear upgraded every 2 weeks. You can get your accessories as well using the same way. The accessories do cost 8 Adventurer's Hearts instead of 6. And then the same thing holds true for the amulet. Instead of costing 8, it costs 10, so the amulets cost more than everything else. Alright, is it worth it to upgrade to these legacy accessories? What's the benefits and advantage? The benefits is it increases your PvP power by 10, which is great if you like to PvP a lot. However, I want you to pay attention to one thing. If you notice, the accessory ring gives 13 crit and 5 haste. As that scales, the crit's always going to be like 2.6, 2.7 stronger than the haste, roughly, because of the calculations there. If you go to the rings, the haste actually is more than the crit. So when you go to upgrade these, you're going to lose crit, gain haste, and PvP power. So if you're a crit heavy class and you don't PvP a lot, it might not be the best option for you. Even so, you might still want to do it even if you do PvP, because you might end up losing a lot of crit with that. That holds true with the rings, with the accessories, and with the amulet also. So you really want to make sure you pay attention when you go to upgrade these. They're not always the best option. I want to note that you can buy PvP legacy legs from the Valor shop if you go to your shop and then go to supply and then go to Valor. You can buy the Sacred Slayer leggings there for 15,000 Valor. If you go to your treasury tab and then go to Squad, you can get your Sacred Slayer footwear, which is your PvP leggings, from there as well. Alright, let's talk about some ways to get legacy gear. There's a couple different ways. You can get them from doing adventure dungeons. You can get them from chests, from opening up treasure chests here. You can also buy them from the marketplace by going to trade, and in consignment you can get the armor, heavy, cloth, whatever the case may be. It's always at the end. You see LGY there, legacy. You do want to pay attention to each set. Each set does offer different set bonuses the stronger it gets. So 35, 45, 55, it does give better set bonuses. As you can see there, 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 10, 20 vitality, as opposed to 6, 6, and 12. And then you also want to make sure you pay attention to the stats, so that way you stack for your class correctly. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, if you found my content helpful, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you're still here, hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification to help me out. I appreciate it. With that being said, don't forget to check out Black Desert Mobile. It comes out December 11th. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. Make sure you check out my playlist on Black Desert Mobile. It does have the beginner's guides, class guides, everything. So that way you have the best setup and make when you get started with Black Desert Mobile to set yourself up for success. Thank you guys as always, and I'll see you next time.